Bhante, I personally have one question. And let's say I live in a wooden house, and then somehow the house is dominated by white ants. Those ants which could consume all the woods, and then if you do not do something about it, the house one day will collapse. So what do you think my family should do? If we don't act on it, we will suffer. But if we act on it, the ants will. So what is the solution for this?
In the Buddha's teachings, our precepts are not like the Christian commandments. In the Christian commandments, it is said, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, etc. But in our Buddhist precepts, when we recite the precepts, Panatipata Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami, the meaning is, I will undertake to train myself to abstain from killing. So you don't janji, you don't promise that you won't kill. You just say that you want to train yourself to try not to kill. So in Buddhism, the Buddha's teachings is a very practical teachings. Is we try to refrain from killing if we can. Like in this case of the white ants, it is quite impossible to refrain from killing because your house is going to collapse if you don't act against the white ants. That is why in the Buddha's teachings, the Buddha did not say that we must become vegetarians, because the Buddha knows that it is quite impossible for everyone to become a vegetarian. The Buddha gave the condition, if we want to take meat, must have 3 conditions. We don't see, we don't hear, and we don't suspect that the meat was purposely killed for us. In other words, if you go to the market and you buy meat of an animal that is already dead, that is acceptable. You cannot go and choose a live chicken and ask the fellow to slaughter the chicken for you. You cannot go to a restaurant and select a fish, a live fish, ask the fellow to cook for you. So as long as the animal is already dead, it was not purposely killed for you, then boleh. Sometimes people say, oh, you eat meat, it contributes to the killing of animals. Indirectly, yes. But you can't help it. Even if the whole world, everybody became vegetarians, still there will be killing of animals. Because if the animals multiply so fast, then plus also cannot handle them on the highway. Yes or not? They'll be walking all over the highway and the byway. So that's why you see, like in Malaysia, the government has to employ people to shoot stray dogs without license. Because if these dogs multiply so much, they will become rabid and become sick, and then they will bite you and you also become sick. That's why they have to control the number of dogs. So that's why the Buddha's teachings is very practical. If it's not necessary, we don't kill. We try as far as possible not to kill, but sometimes can't help it.